it. But I was out here practicing this little painting right here. It's just going to be some fun, quick, easy little roses. So somebody out there that can maybe use some help with their easy little roses. So stop overthinking. Number one, it is not hard. Two things you need to remember when you're painting loose, quick flowers. You have a light side and a shadow side. That's it. Just remember where your light's coming from, and you should be good. You'll have a light side and a dark side, and we're about to practice right now. I'm going to show you. I got to get you hung up here. Hold on. And my light went out, so yeah, there's that. And I'm having a very hard time recording lately, you guys. That's why I just gave up altogether for a little while. I was like, I cannot keep fighting. Oh my God. See what I mean? See what I mean? I cannot keep fighting my equipment and YouTube. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I said I can't keep fighting my equipment and YouTube. So I just gave up for a little while. I've got to get y'all up. Hold on. So you can see what I'm doing without mashing all the buttons on my phone. Okay, let's see. And I'm upside down. Can I see these? Will it let me? Ugh! Shit. Okay, I don't know. It's not letting me. Now my screen's locked. I don't know if you can hear me or see me. What does it want me to do? Okay, there we go. Alright. Flip my phone upside down. Okay, I know I'm probably upside down. I'll flip this around later. I don't know. If anybody's in here, I don't know. I can't see, which, like I said, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Okay, anyway, I'm going to focus on the flowers. So here we go. Quick, easy. We're going to use big brushes, and I forgot to put my color out. So this Parisian blue, that's what's on the background back here. Nice dark blue. We're going to have some dark orange and yellow roses is what we're going for in a vase, sitting on the table. Okay, so we have that. Let me get some titanium put out. This is very last minute, so I have nothing ready, you guys. Some more yellow pumped out here. I contaminated it. Okay. Wipe my hand off. Alright, here we go. Find my brushes that I was working with. Alright. Little flat brush. I don't know the size. It's painted over. Let's see. It says 24. It's a cheap Walmart brush. I've had it probably 10 years, if not longer. Alright, so we're going to go in and we're going to place some shadows in first. So I'm going to take my yellow and some neon pink that I have over here. And it's probably mixing with that green, but I don't care. It's alright. We're going to cover it up anyway, so it does not matter. Make this orangey color. And that's going to be our first layer on this one. That is sitting to the side, so we're going to put it in just like this. And then this one also sitting to the side, so let's pop this one in. So you want like a cup shape. Stomach's growling. Alright. And then this one in the middle is face out. So make it a little rounder. No cup shape. I'll push it out some. Okay, rinse off. I'm going to let that dry. While we're letting that dry, we're going to work on our table and our vase. Okay. Alright, so the table is going to be, what color should we make the table? let's do this. I've got this laid out, so. Just make it like this beigey brown color. Add some titanium in it. It's already opaque, but let's just make it a little bit more. Cover that orange over there. There we go. And I'll probably go in with some burnt sienna by the end just to liven the table up a little bit. And the key to painting loose, you guys, is painting fast. I don't know if anybody's told you that. You ever heard anybody say that? The key to this is the faster you can paint, the looser it'll be. When you start getting all nitpicky with it, painting, you know, slow, and scared you're gonna make a mistake, that's what makes it hard. I put the title, Stop Overthinking. It's just painting. It's not hard, you guys. It really isn't. You can do this. If I can do it, anybody can do it, okay? Let me go ahead and just tell you that. Okay. Alright. That's our table. Now we're going to work on our vase. And I'm going to stick with my same big brush. I'm going to go into my titanium white over here and pull some out. And what I'm doing is I'm flipping my brush side to side, loading it up, and it's giving me this nice crisp, you see this nice crisp edge. And my light started flickering, so I had to turn it off to draw my vase with. Should have made my table darker. Okay. Just dot some of that around. Alright. Now I'm going to go in and make a light yellow color for our light side of our flowers. So grab titanium white, go into the mixture we just made up. And some of that green gets in there, I'm okay with that, because a lot of times yellow or white roses, if you look at them, they have green in them. There's a hint of green. Okay, so this is our light side. And I'm just making these like twirly marks. Centers are dark, so I'm going to keep that dark there. Okay, I'm going to go over here. This is the light side. Dark side's up under it. I don't have a flower in front of me, so I'm not worried about perfection at the moment. Okay, this is face up, so the dark side is behind the flower, which we can't see, so we're just going to go with full-on light. A little bit later. Break these petals out some. Alright, let that dry. Now we'll work on our stems and our leaves. Alright, so once I go with this green that I mixed, it's like a blue green. I'll lighten it up some. Alright, load it up. Again, have that nice crisp edge. Find our stem placements. Through here. This one's got one coming in right here. Down, and that will come across. And this one will come straight. And then pop some green just anywhere in there. I'm going to be adding color into this vase as we go. And this is probably dropped down too far, so I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. That should be table, not wall here. Okay. Let's go ahead and darken up this table so we can see what we're doing with the vase. I'm sorry about the dogs, you guys. Somebody's pulling up in my yard and they're showing out. Ugh, that's dried up. Hold on. burnt sienna. Basics, Architects Basics burnt sienna. Now it has a purple lid problem. Okay. Take that, where's that? Right here? Yeah. Okay. More yellow. Oh, we were supposed to be working on the table. Hold on. I'll go ahead and drop this since I went ahead and made it. And drop it in here. Yeah, where was that? It's hard to think with those dogs yapping in your ears. Alright, so now I got to waste all that. I'll darken up this table. I'm going to use burnt sienna, bring some of that in, some titanium. And I'm not going to make it perfect because I just want it to kind of look like, maybe give you the impression of a wood grain. Not exact, just the impression of, maybe that's what it is. There. I don't know if that's going to be quite dark enough. I'm trying to make it so our vase sticks out a little bit. I'm going to cover this because it's not supposed to be wall. This is not supposed to be perfect. Fun and loose is what it's supposed to be. Alright, I'm going to use this green I just mixed up by accident a while ago. Just lighten it up. Alright, start placing in some of our leaves. Filling some of that in. Go over here, do it over here. And I'm just moving my brush around. I actually want to make it a little bit lighter for over here because it's up against that wood. Okay, shoot some out this way. And maybe a little bit under here. This way. I don't like it, I just made a circle. Have to fix that. I don't like that composition wise. Okay. Now I'm gonna make this darker. This darker green color. So let's pour some of this blue in here. Oh, that's too blue. Hold on. Okay. Go in and just swirl this around a little bit. Just touching on some of the spots I just did. Not really worried about it too much. There's only 3 roses in here, so you can't have too much foliage. Okay. Rinse the brush. I'm going to work on the vase next. I just bounce around the painting. As one thing dries, I work on something else. Alright, go back into my white. Load it up, get that fine edge on there again. And I'm going back over this. Just like that. And we have some reflection going on. This is it's a see-through, it's a crystal or whatever you want to call it. See-through vase. Clear vase. Right, now I'm going to take just a teensy bit of that blue. Not a lot because it is overpowering. It will overpower quickly. I'm going to pop some of that blue into this vase. Just like that. And I may draw some of that. I may end up taking some of that out. I don't know yet. Okay. Alright. fatten her up just a little bit, okay? Alright. Okay. Now we're going to move back to the roses, and then we'll come back to the vase as it dries. I probably won't do much more to the table except for maybe laying in some shadows. Alright. You want to make sure you kind of get your brush good and clean, because we're going lighter and lighter. Alright. So grab some of that white. Smidge of this really light yellow, which is a Primrose Yellow by Golden. Okay. And then I'm going in on the, just hitting the parts that I would think would be hit by light. That's it. That's all I'm doing. The tips of the petals, stuff like that. Okay, then we'll come over here and do the same thing. This is our light side. Our dark side's up under here, so I'm going to stay away from that. Go back up. Okay. Put some of the petal out, sticking out this way a little bit. Okay. Oh, we gotta do the middle. Hold on, I forgot about the middle rose. Hold on. Move back up. Down with Primrose. Titanium white. There is a smidge of green in it, but it's okay. It's alright. I'm not gonna stress about it. I want to layer these flowers. And I stay away from that center. Don't hit the center with the light. You want the center to stay dark. And I sketched them out. The dark orange you're seeing is an orange oil pastel. That's what I sketched out with. So. Okay. Now we're going to work on the leaves again. Okay. Go into that green. Lighten it up. A bit of primrose maybe. Okay. And again, just where the light would hit where you think the light would hit the leaves. So I don't have a reference in front of me, so it's just coming straight out of my head. That one's under, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Not trying to be too technical, but I'm trying to have it make sense. This one's actually under that one a little bit, so I may keep it a little bit darker than that one. On the blue side. This is over here, under the rose. So keep it on the dark side. We'll put some of this in here. Okay. Let's put a little bit of brown in here just to change things up a little bit. Just give it some depth. A little bit of, okay. All right. And I think I'm gonna do the vase. Make one more pass over the center, and then I might call this done. This was fun. I don't want to go too far in and start nitpicking with it. Alright, but I do want to fix up this vase a little bit, so go into my titanium white, load up really good. Now, this is a clear vase. So what I'm going to do, try to smudge some of this up in here a little bit for reflection. I'm going to add some of the table color into the vase. Like a reflection. So we'll do that. Sienna. Grab some white. Okay. I'm going to pop that in just in a few areas. Like that. There we go. Like that came out. Smudgy, smudgy. You know, when you look inside one of these vases, it's all blurry. So you really don't know what you're looking at. Alright. Do that. Now I'm going to do a pass over the middle of the roses. And I don't know if I'm going to do another pass over the vase or not. I'm not happy with it, but it is what it is. I may throw a shadow in on the table and be done. Okay. So let's need to make an orange. I'm going to use that fluorescent pink to make this orange. It's really vibrant. Let's put a smidge of this in there, just to darken it up just a hair. Okay. And I'm going to pop it in. Just certain areas. Just certain areas where I think shadows would be lying if this was a real flower. Where shadows would be laying. You know what I mean. If this was an actual flower. Okay. Just like that. And then this one's facing out. This one's facing out this way. So we're going to fill in the center and then spread our way out. But as we spread our way out, it gets lighter and lighter. So we'll fill in right here. And then add a little bit of white. And you're going to go around. Just hinting at the orange. Not laying full on brush strokes. Just hinting at the inside of it being darker. For your shadow. You don't want to lay it down a lot. Just a little tiny bit. Just like that. And then I'll come out and I'll throw some out here using the edge of my brush. Just to give it that circular. There we go. Alright. Now remember, these aren't meant to be perfect. They're impressionistic, fun, loose, quick. How long have I been on here? I've been on here 24 minutes. I'm going to lay a shadow and then I'm going to call it. I'll lay it right here. Go under. Remember, you always have a shadow under your object. Don't forget that. And I want it to kind of fan out. Shadows fan out. Okay. Just like that. Fan it out. These are lights coming from this way, which we hinted to with this flower. Okay. And just so that blue doesn't look off-putting, I'm going to put some up in the vase. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, and then I may even throw some of this back up against the wall back here. And I'm going to get it with my matte medium just so I can smudge it a little bit. It's drying super quick. This paper is soaking it up fast, super fast. I'm not crazy about this paper I'm painting on tonight. I'll see what it is in just a second. I don't even know. It's just one of the things I grabbed before I cut the camera on. Okay. Alright. There's that. And it just helps create depth. Just a little bit of depth. Not a lot. I mean, because my background feels very flat to me. This is running off a picture I seen earlier. So I don't have it in front of me. It was on TV. And so I can't remember quite what background looked like, but this looks a very, very okay. Uh-oh, I got some more flour. Okay, that's okay. Alright. Now, there you go. I'm calling it, and I know it's not perfect. It's not meant to be. Can you guys see that? 24-minute painting. I can't get it in the camera. There we go. Alright. Fun, loose, use what you have, and just practice. See, this is the one I started with. This is what I was doing and gave me the idea. This is one I started with. It's bigger. I saw blick drawing paper, which I love painting on. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that. Then I went from this to this, because this is more of like what I've seen on TV, and then I turned it into this. So, there you go. Okay? Alright. Super easy. You guys have a great and wonderful night. Bye.